So what is going on, everybody? I am Mr. Soul of a Man 504, aka Damon Alvarez, and once again, welcome to the Soul of a Man 504 channel. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do story time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And leave me a comment down below, ladies and gentlemen. So today's video is entitled "Attack of the Zombie Black People in Hawaii." Yes. So apparently, ladies and gentlemen, zombies are real. But getting straight into it. So last week I myself and Misty J. Spires, we took a trip to we were planning a vacation. Long story short, we got everything together. We got our COVID tests. Everything came back negative. Very thankful of that. I followed the social distancing rules, all that good stuff. So we had our Airbnb, all that good stuff. So we fly to Los Angeles first. The next day we fly out to Hawaii, 5 hour flight. So we get to the airport. Everybody's we're going through the line to everybody showing their paperwork so that they can just get on the island and just go to the hotel or wherever they're going, their destination. So we're sitting in the air, so we're at the point where we have to show our paperwork and we're home free. So we thought. So we showed them our paperwork, and so apparently we weren't on the list. So sometimes when you want to get into the hottest club, and they're like, "Oh man, we can't let you in. You're not on the list," and then they keep waving everybody else through. That's what that was. So we're just standing there, and the lady, she's flipping through her papers and flipping through her papers and flipping through her papers and flipping through her papers, and so it comes to a point. This ordeal turns into something worse. Wow. So she calls another skinny, bald-headed guy over, and he's like, well, they're not on the paperwork. We can't let them in. And we're like, rude? So that's our Scooby-Doo moment. But anyway, so we were like, this seems like a mystery gang. So we go to another Caucasian lady. So we say, hey, who else can we talk to? And so so she's waving her head and blah blah blah. So basically, the other lady who was there from the get go, who was supposed to be helping us. And these are like Native Hawaiian people. Two are Native Hawaiian folks that shut us down, and then there was one white lady also. I just want to make that clear, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to make that clear. So moving forward, so we're there. So we had to cancel the Airbnb. We losing out on some money, got some back. Talk to the Airbnb guy. Again, this wasn't our fault, because prior we sent all the paperwork to the Airbnb dude, negative COVID tests. We think we're good. We even sent the paperwork electronically to the people beforehand, and you would think like, okay, well, they would look at this stuff, but apparently they don't. So, and I get, this is the times we're living in. A lot of borders are shut down, and every state has their own restrictions. In the U.S., nothing is. These people are not on the same page. That's just what it is. This has been, as the white folks say, a cluster beep. From the beginning. But anyway, so moving forward, we're still sitting there, and so we're and especially, let me just talk to my Black folks real quick. It's good to stay calm in these situations. Like, had we lost our cool and just really went off, we would have went viral. Because I really wanted to put my hands. I wanted to. Allegedly, so apparently you got to say allegedly with everything. I wanted to allegedly lay the hands on that lady so she could be healed. But anyway, and just moving forward, so they were like, well, you got to find another hotel to stay in. And mind you, we already had an Airbnb. everything was set. So honestly, this wasn't on us. It was on the great state of I guess Honolulu, Hawaii, which I'm never going back to again in my lifetime, because this is and at this point you feel like you're outnumbered. You have no lawyers. You really don't know the laws at that point. But again, just staying cool. So, fast forward, and they were like, you got to sign this in quarantine so many days, blah, blah, blah. So we got past all of that. We got a hotel that same day that took us in. So, the guy at the hotel was like, hey, y'all go get y'all some food, something, because once y'all go up to the room, y'all can't come out quarantining and all of that stuff. So, so we got some food, we went up to the room. So the guy, yeah, you can order pizza. So we ordered the pizza. The people were like, yeah, slide the money under the door. And yeah, mind you now, negative COVID tests, but again, you're treated like, you're treated like prisoners of war, so, and that there are probably deeper, nefarious points and meanings in that, when you're going through these situations. But I'm always, I always stay prayed up. Always, that's why prayer, and especially prayer, and it is a major side of spiritual warfare, that's going on. But I always stay protected, always, with God, my angel guides, my ancestors. So, always keep your protection up. Always. That's that's very, very, very important and very key. And also, staying cool, staying cool under pressure, where people want to get you out of, they want to get you out of tact, so to speak, so that they can, throw you out in prison. And I told, I spoke it. I said, while we were in the airport, I said, this sounds like a money. I said, it sounds and it feels like a money grab. And, and it was. So, reading the paperwork, they were like, quarantining, you can't leave. And, so much money you have to pay. So, so the next day we get a flight out the very next day, thankfully. So, so it's like a mission impossible. So we, spent the night in the hotel, got up the next morning, got in our Uber. And so while we were in the Uber, we were talking to a young lady, the driver. She said, she was in Hawaii for so long. And she said, yeah, she said, I'm sorry you guys had to go through that. And she was saying that, she said there was another couple here a few months ago. And she said they naturally went through the same thing that y'all went through. But she said they took them, I don't know, something, I didn't catch the words, but she said they took them to jail. And they had, and she said the lady had to go to the bathroom, and the guard went to the bathroom with her. It was, so it's crazy. It's crazy how they treat people. And one thing she said, the Uber driver, she was like, yeah, and they find them, and they, once they paid their fine, I think their fine was like 2,000 piece, something like that. And once they paid their fine, they were, the people were like, hey, y'all are free to go. Y'all go around the island, do whatever. So apparently it was a money grab. So, had we offered them some kind of money, right then and there, in the airport, we probably, we would have been home free. But I don't, you're not gonna try to shuck and jive me, out of, my hard earned money. Because you trying to run some kind of scam, what I'm saying. But anyway, but going through that experience, I've learned that one, to be patient, two, to always be prayed up, always keep your don't let people get you out of tact. And Another thing, always be resourceful. Always be resourceful. Sometimes you're going to be in situations where you're going to have to think on your feet. And you're going to have to think on your feet. And also traveling during, traveling during now is, and I get people are at home antsy. They're like, I gotta get. Um, some places just weren't meant for you to go, honestly, and I've learned that, there are just some places that, the lady, the lady that was helping us, she was more vexed than we were because, she had to call the number of the hotel, and she was like, this isn't right. That's not right. This isn't right. That's not right. And again, it wasn't on us. I mean, we were cool. We handled our business, but I think that the island of Honolulu, Hawaii, is very racist, very, very, very racist, and everybody's got their different stories. If you're there in the military and blah 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 blah, but I can, as an African American man in America, and all the things I've seen and felt and done and been through, you can kind of, um, it's almost like in America, you can slice the racism up and serve it as hot pie. That's how thick it is sometimes when you go to some of these places. And being at that airport, I felt like I was in the 1920s Mississippi, because that's how it felt. That's how it felt. But I get it. This is, I get that, nobody really cares how you feel. And again, it's the economic, social thing of it all, but I'm going to follow those social distancing rules from here on out with Hawaii, because I ain't never going back. If I'm speaking this now, if I ever got to go back to Hawaii, number one, they're gonna that check better, like when I look at the check for me to go there, my eyes literally better pop out of my head, because and even with that, it's, I don't know, man. After you have a bad taste in your mouth for something, you never really want to eat it, or experience that again. But experience, really, really and truly experiencing life goes a long, long, long way. So, but yeah, so yeah, man. So that's part of, that's like part one, I guess you can kind of say, of my part, my journey, my story, my vacation that I was, supposed to take and enjoy. But it does have a happy ending, so to speak, with the trip and going through everything. But apparently, in Hawaii, black zombies are real. So that's what I know, and that's what I understand now. So, cool. Because, you try to hand your license, you're like, like literally, it's like, Miss TJ Inspires tried to hand her phone. She said, hey, I've got infected with people. The lady's like, like, but it's all good, man, So you live and you learn. Just happened to have made it back here. It's funny. I went to St. Thomas, which is a U.S. territory, last year, in Black Island. Didn't have an issue. Got the COVID test, went straight to the island, had fun, get it back. I don't know, Hawaii. What do y'all think? I'm gonna just leave this up to y'all. What do y'all think? What do you think? It's just a COVID situation? You think Hawaii's racist? Like I feel like Hawaii is very racist. But a lot of these places have it's like kind of undertone-ish, where you don't see it. You only, it bubbles to the surface in certain situations, and there's no mistaking it, when you truly see it, when you really, really, truly see it. But I think, I know, had Hawaii never been infiltrated, and if the native people, let me just say that, like, like the, not the Hawaiians, but the Polynesian brothers and sisters who are really down. You know what I mean? King Kamehameha's true lineage, his people. Had we been dealing with them, that it wouldn't have. I really feel in my my heart and my soul, it wouldn't have been an issue. But when you're dealing with the white Hawaiians, it's they're under that so-called system. And I'm gonna just leave that at that. But all right, folks, thank you for joining me so much. Today's video has been sponsored by soulofaman504.com, where you can get all of your books. Don't forget to go to tjinspires.com for all of your candles, wax melts, and holistic things of that nature. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I am Mr. Soul of a Man, aka Damon Alvarez. And yes, apparently black zombies are real. In Hawaii. Anyway, but as always, folks, love the peace. Peace.